Hello everyone, welcome back to Commerce School. Myself Khushbu Gupta and you are all welcome to Commerce School. So today we are going to learn an essential topic, the role and the importance of the financial management. Why the financial management is important. I hope you have already learned about the financial management term and why the finance is required for every business. Okay. Um, Please watch the previous video first so that you can understand the financial management importance and the role here. Okay. So, have you ever wondered why businesses decide where to invest their money, how much to borrow, and how to manage the profits? This is I'm talking about the three functions we learned in the previous video, right? So, well, that's exactly what the financial management does. It plays a key role in every financial decision a company makes, from buying assets to managing the debts and the profits. So by the end of this video, you will understand why financial management is called as the backbone of any business. So stay tuned and let's get started. Okay. So let's look at the role and the importance of the financial management. Okay. So what is financial management? We have already learned. Let's take a recap of the financial management. What is financial management? Let's revise again. So financial management plays a crucial role in every financial activity of a business, right? So financial management is all about managing the money in the business, right? It helps in making the key decisions, that is investment decision, such as where to invest, asset management, how to raise the funds, right? Funding decision, how to raise the funds, asset management, how to manage the expenses to ensure a business stays profitable, okay, and grow. So why is the financial management important? I already asked the same question. So every business, whether small or large, needs proper financial planning, right? So it influences the investment decisions, means where to put the money, funding choices like loans or investors from where we can raise the finance, managing the assets like building and cash, and ensuring the profitability, means making sure income is more than expenses. Okay, so if a company does not manage its money well, it might run out of cash, struggle to pay to their employees, or pay to expand or fail to expand to its business, right? So these are the drawbacks if we are not managing our business properly. Okay, if we are not managing the finance properly. Okay, so let's look at the role and the importance of the financial planning. Okay, so first comes size and the composition of the fixed assets, means first of all you need to know what do you mean by fixed assets. So fixed assets are the, what you mean by the fixed assets. Okay, what is the term fixed asset says? Fixed assets are the long term assets like land, building, machineries, vehicles, and equipment that a company uses to operate but doesn't sell. Means we are going to acquire some assets but not for selling purpose but for use purpose. Okay, so this is what the meaning of the fixed assets. You are the account students, you must be very well aware of these terms, right? Still I'm explaining. So these assets are expensive and are brought for the long term use, usually more than a year, right? And so the company decides how much capital to invest in the fixed assets based on capital budgeting decisions. Okay, so these why does the financial management decide how much to invest in the fixed assets? This is what means how much capital the businesses need to invest in the fixed assets based on the capital budgeting decision. It means this is a part of capital budgeting. Okay, where the companies carefully plan big investments that will affect their operations. Okay, that will affect their operations for years. Okay, so this affects the size and the structure of the assets like buildings, the machineries, and the land, because without these uh, assets the business cannot run. The mainly the manufacturing units, manufacturing sectors cannot run without these assets. So example, let's take an example. If a company plans to expand its production, it needs to invest more in the land and in the machinery and the land. Yes, definitely. If any company want to start the manufacturing, then they need to invest in the assets, fixed assets, right? So we can say, however, this requires huge investment. So financial managers must plan carefully to avoid the overspending. Right? We need to manage the money properly because always we have shortage of finance. Okay, this is the economic problem, right? Limited resources and unlimited wants. So this is what, with all the resources, definitely with the money also, we have so many needs in the business, but we have shortage of resources, scarcity of resources. Okay, so we need to manage our finance properly. Second comes amount and the composition of the current assets. First we talk about the fixed asset. Now we will talk about the current asset. Okay. um, what are the current assets? First of all, you must be familiar with the term which whatever we are using here. Current assets means current assets includes cash, inventory, and the receivable. Right? Means current assets are the short-term resources that can be converted into cash within a year. Right? So these include cash. Cash means money available for use. Inventory means goods that company sells. And receivables means money customers owe to the business. So why the financial planning is required? Sorry, why does the financial management decide the composition of the current assets? So different businesses use different amount of the current assets. Okay, so financial management balance between keeping the enough cash for operations and not holding too much stock that may become outdated. Right, so we will not keep all the so much in the, so you might have seen some shops where they are not keeping so much of the stocks because they feel like it become outdated and they may have less chances of selling, so they just keep the less stock with them. Okay, they don't want to invest, they don't want to waste their money with money on the current assets, because if it is not sold it will be the full loss for them. So their composition stand on the how much they are going to keep as a current assets, how much inventory, receivables, and cash they will keep with them. It depends upon the composition on the following factors, you can say. Customers credit policy, how much they are giving to their customers on the credit basis. Inventory management, are they able to sell their inventory quickly or not? So it depends upon that also, they will keep the inventory as much as they are able to sell. Total fixed assets, how much the total assets they have. If they have more requirement of the total fixed assets, then they cannot keep so much of the current assets, because we don't have that much money. We will invest on both these kind of assets. So a retail company with higher credit sales may have more receivables, whereas a cash based businesses keeps more liquid cash. If you are selling on the credit basis, you will always have receivables from your debtors. But if you are selling on the cash basis, some businesses not allow the credit basis, right? So if your business is cash based, then you will have always you always will have the cash with you. Okay, so this is what the amount and the composition of the current asset. Okay, so this is the second importance of the financial management. We need required to manage the finance, because of the we need to decide the size and the composition of the fixed assets. We need to decide amount and the composition of the current assets. Third comes amount of the long term and the short term funds. Means what is difference between the long term and the short term funds? You must be aware of that long term, what is long term funds, what is short term funds, right? So long term funds are used for big investments lasting more than a year. Example, buying land, setting up factories. So these come from the loans, bonds, or the investors' money. What is short term funds? Short term funds are for daily expenses. Example, paying rent, salaries, buying raw materials. So these come from the bank overdrafts, supplier credit, or short term loans. Okay. So financial management decides how much finance should come from the long term, means more than a year, and short term less than a year sources. So our first function was procuring the funds, right? We need to raise the fund from somewhere, but we need to decide how much we require the funds from long term use and how much funds we require to meet the immediate expenses. For that we will raise the short term finance, right? So sorry, so why is it important for to balance the short term and the long term funds? Right. Companies with a liquidation policy prefer the long term finance. Means whoever is having the enough cash with them, they will go for the long term finance, because they need to keep the long term finance. They need to have the cash with them always. They want to keep themselves in the liquid position. What is liquid position? Means they always want to have cash with them. They don't want to run out of cash. Okay, even through, even though it may reduce the profits due to the higher interest cost, definitely if you are taking the long term finance, you need to pay the interest at a more rate of interest and for more years, but still you will have enough money with you. So who, whatever business are in the need of the long term finance, always want to keep themselves liquid, they will go take the option for the long term finance. So there is always requirement to maintain the balance between the, you know um, balance between the long term and the short term funds. So if a business relies too much on the short term funds, it may struggle to repay the debts quickly, right? If I'm raising the funds for the 1 year, and I'm not generating the funds within a year, then I won't be in the position to pay the funds back to my debtors, back to my creditors, sorry. And if it takes too much long term loans, it has to pay higher interest over time. So uh, always there is a pros and cons for everything, so you need to look at every factor and then you need to decide you will go for the, your business will go for the long term funds or for the short term funds, right? So what example we can take here, a real estate may take a long term loans for construction, while a trading firm may use the short term credit for the purchasing the goods. Definitely if your business is on the small scale, you must take the option for the short term. And if you have a vast business and such a rich business, right, like a real estate, then you can take the option for the long term loans for the construction and all. Okay, I hope you're getting. Okay. Now, fourth importance. What is the fourth importance of the financial management? Break up of the long term financing means debt versus equity. We have decided, we need to decide how much funds we need to take long term and the short term funds, because this is all covered in the financial management. You need to take at every factor of the finance. Okay. So while looking at the debt and the equity, you must be very well aware of the terms we are using here, right? That is debt and equity. So what is debt? Money borrowed from banks or investors, which must be repaid with interest. Okay, which must be repaid with interest. So equity, money raised by selling shares to investors, which means sharing the ownership of the company. Means in case of the debt, you are borrowing the money from somebody and you need to pay them with interest. And if you are raising the money from equity, means you are selling the shares to the investors, which means you are sharing your business ownership with them, means they will also become owner of your company for that much part. Okay. So you can say company is raise funds through the equity shares. And debt means you are borrowing from somebody. Okay, and you need to pay them with plus interest. Okay. So why is it important to balance the debt and the equity? Too much of debt will raise your higher in interest cost and increasing the risk. Too much equity, more in more investors own the company, you will reduce your ownership in the company, and you will also reduce the ownership and the control also you will reduce over your company, because other persons are becoming the owner of your company if you are raising the money with the help of selling the equity shares. Okay. So financial management helps in deciding the right debt to equity ratio to maintain the financial stability. So to solve all these problems, we will do the financial planning. For that we are hiring some experts who will be best in providing us a solution for every business, right? So what example we can take, a company issuing the more equity share will have lesser debt but will share the ownership with the investors. A company raising more loans will have the higher interest expenses but retain the ownership. So there are always pros and cons for everything, nothing is perfect, right? So we need to look at every factor, and then after, according to our requirement, according to our capability, we will raise the funds. Okay. So we are always having the mix of it, debt and equity. We will never go only for the option of debt or not only for the option of equity. We will always have mix of it, which is called as a capital structure, which we will learn in the further videos. Okay. So impact on the profit and loss. Now this is the last point, last importance of the financial management. What we are also going to see at the profit and loss. So what is profit and loss? You are the account students, right? So you must be aware of these terms, profit and loss. P&L account we are preparing in the final accounts, in the financial statements. So a P&L account means the income statement shows a company's revenues, expenses, and the profits over time. Financial decisions directly affect the profitability and the expenses. Financial decisions affect business revenues and expenses. Whatever you will do, either you it will generate the revenue or it will incur the expenses, right? So um, we can say how does the financial management impact the profits. Okay, so these are the key factors which are influenced by the financial management, which are impacting our profit and loss. Means in profit and loss, what is the formula for profit and loss? Profit and loss is a nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains, right? So we are just recording profits and income, profit, incomes, and expenses, losses. Okay, so interest payments, right? Interest payments means more loans, higher loans lead to the higher interest expenses. If you are raising so much of the loans, if you are raising your money with the help of the loans, you need to pay the interest, and it will increase your expenses. It will increase your interest expense, right? Depreciation cost means more fixed assets, more depreciation, and reducing the profits, right? Simple funda, simple formula. More fixed assets increasing the depreciation. Dividends on equity means more investors, more dividend payments, reducing the retained earnings, right? So example, what we can take as example here, if a company takes a large loan, interest expenses will increase definitely, and it will reduce your profit also. If it issues the more shares, profits may be distributed as a dividend and instead of reinvesting. So this is what the five factors. Now you will find like every factor is equally important, right? Every This is the importance of the financial management. So to decide on each and every aspect, we need to do the financial management. Okay, so let's look at the conclusion quickly. Let's take a recap. Okay, what we learned today. So financial management affects every financial aspects of a business. Every financial aspects means how much to invest on the fixed assets, how much to invest on the current assets, how you're going to take the short term, long term, how you're going to raise the finance from the debt or the equity. Okay, so it is each and every factor will affect your profit and loss account. So financial management affect every financial aspect of a business. How? I think you understood. Okay, it helps businesses make the right decision about the investment, funding, and the asset management. So good financial management ensures profitability, growth, and the financial stability. Okay, so now let's look at the question I am giving you every day. Okay, answer me in the comment section, and we will see who has watched the video and learned. Okay, so now imagine you are starting a business, but you only have limited money. Would you prefer to take a loan, means debt, or sell the shares, means equity, to raise the funds? Let me repeat the question. Imagine you are starting a business, but if you have only limited money, would you prefer to take a debt, means loan, or you would like to raise the money by selling your shares, means equity, to raise the funds? Okay, means which option you will opt for, debt or equity, to finance your business? Okay, comment your answer below with a reason, and I will pick the best one for the special mention in the next video. Okay, if you found this videos useful, like, comment, and share with your friends. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, keep learning, happy learning, bye bye.